here is our app. If I go ahead and add a vehicle, we can see that I can add my own instance that made it super clean. And add it to my order. I go and check out. I will dine in. Table 5. I will not add a tip because the button goes away otherwise, which is something you would have to fix before you launch, but that's a small detail that is very easy to fix. And you can see now our orders. And if I clear the table, now my order is complete. As you saw, if I go back to the register, if I try to dine in, table 3 is not available. But if I cancel and delete everything, go back to my orders, then if I clear the table, you can see that now I have access again to table number 3. So again, that's good, but it's still basically dummy data. It's not real, it's hard-coded on a client. So let's start by creating a login screen. Let's create a login screen where I can log in / sign up. Just the front end for now. When I use email and password, and when I want to sign up, ask for a soft name too. And without prompt, let's see what it will create. As you can see, it has already started building it. Now, one thing that it's doing, and I'm not a big fan of, is that although we have a new screen right now, basically, we're building a screen, everything is still on app.tsx. So before we move further, we are going to prompt Bolt to refactor our file and create a better file structure that is more organized. Not just because I'm some kind of organization freak, but mostly because if we keep it more organized like this, first of all, you will get better load times because right now we're pasting the same file over and over again. So if we have fewer lines to paste, we will have faster load times, and we're going to use fewer tokens. So we can do more stuff and build more things in the same plan, whether that's free or pro or whatever you need. I suggest you start with free. You don't need to pay for anything. And if you need to and want to, you can at some point upgrade to pro if you feel that it's restrictive for what you want to build in terms of how much you can work on it per day. But as you can see in the code, it's already 600 lines long, and that's not exactly ideal for the file size. But we do have a login screen. It looks really good. Right now, it will probably not do anything. So my subname would be Supabase Bagel. So email, the random email, and the random password. And if I click on create account, it just takes me to the same screen, which I can't get out of right now. Awesome. So now let's finally add the backend. To do that, what I will first do is click on the connect to Supabase button at the top right. Now, if you have created a Supabase account, I suggest that you first go on supabase.com and create a completely free account before you connect it with Bolt, because otherwise Bolt will ask you to create your account through its interface, But when I tried to do it, it gave me some errors after I created the account. So I had to refresh the page and then click the connect to Supabase button. And so I think it's easier and smoother if you just create your account by yourself first and then come back, click on the connect to Supabase. And now let's create a new project. My project name will be Supabase Bagel. So POS. Let's add the password. Now for the region, you can leave the default on. Mine is Frankfurt because I am in Greece and this is the closest I can find to Greece, but there are also other options like US, Canada, Ireland, and more. And let's create a new project. As you can see, it's connecting the project right now. And usually it's ready in just a couple of minutes. And yeah, it's already connected. So this is again our app, connected now to a backend, but the backend is still not doing anything. So let's add authentication. Let's add authentication with Supabase through email and password. Create a table. Also create a table for the user to keep the user ID and the shop name. And let's go. Now, sometimes the issue when you're first adding a database and connecting it with the user, etc. Sometimes the first user doesn't work at quite properly because it's hard for both connect the user with the tables. So this is why we already prompted Bolt to create a new table with the user ID. And then we'll add the rest of our data slowly into the database. But for now, let's just see how the authentication will go, and we'll move on from there. As you can see, Bolt has created the Mbank register file, where it creates a table. Runs the Supabase connection file, and seems that we're ready. And whenever you are about to make some change to your database, Bolt doesn't immediately apply it, but it first requires your permission. So whenever we want to continue, we just first have to click on apply changes. And now the changes are actually applied on our Supabase account.